will be on the important feature on custom objects and standard objects pages. So if you so we have, suppose as per custom object discussions, right? So we so till 24B release, we can create custom objects, top level custom objects, and then we can create child objects of that custom top level objects, then relationships 1 to m or m to n. So these we can create, right, till 24B. So from 24C onwards, so you have options to create the child objects or relationships for standard objects also. So it is simplified further. So now if you launch the CX extension generator, you can see and create extension in objects list. So in addition to the custom objects, you can see you can see the standard objects also, supported standard objects. So suppose you can see custom the contact object, and suppose we have a child object called children for contact object, and we need to add the panel for that. So go to this, go to children. So this is my uh, child object. So, and if you have any other objects and related objects, so like deal room, so you can add that. So then export this file and save. Now you can come back to this workspace and import it. So earlier we have to do this manually, right? Like creating a panel, creating pages for that a panel. So these were the steps earlier, right? So creating new panel, creating subview layout, right? And then we need to do all these steps. So now this is simplified now using this extension generator. Okay, now if you observe, um, expand the contacts. So contact detail page is modified to add a panel. Okay. So you can see it is added a panel, CX panel, right? It's automatically added. And then subview subview panel also it is added. And then if you go to layouts, it will create default layouts for, okay? It created child collection, and then it created the default layouts and whatever is minimum required. So it created all, including the smart actions. So if you go to here, this particular object, it created a smart action called uh, create a child. it will create a header action also. Let me, okay, we'll preview this. Now to preview, I'll go to contact object. Okay, so before this, I think we need to add a panel. We need to see whether the panel is added or not. So for that, we'll go to contact detail page. Okay, so then we need to go to that. We need to go to the detail page where we have the panel container. So it is by default, it is not previewing because we came from the Visual Builder screen. So will come from the object. The other way to give the ID right here. So you can use this parameters here just before, just after refresh button. And here you can provide the PUID so that it it will refer that ID and it can preview that screen. So this is also an option. Okay. So now, so panel is created, but it is not added to the layout. Okay. So we need to add that. So for that, go to panel container, and since it's a seeded one, you need to duplicate, and a panel is already created, but it is not added to this list. So for that, you go to a new section, new, and go down. You can see a new panel created for children panel template. Okay. So then add it, and if necessary, you can move these. So now you can see a children panel here. Same way, you might need to add, for subview as well. For subview, again, we'll switch back to, we'll switch to live mode, and okay, and select view opportunities to point, to basically navigate to subview container. And then again, once you go to some subview layout, switch to design mode, and here come back to, you can minimize here, and you will see a subview layout here. So before that, it was not available. Once you switch to this subview, right, any one of subview, so it will show this. Now we are in subview, and now expand the properties, again duplicate it, and add the created panel into this list. So now the panel is also added. Now you can preview. Let me preview. Okay, so this doesn't take automatically. So we'll go to Redwood sales and then contacts. Open anyone, and here you can see uh, the default panel added, and you can see view all children. And if you click on this, you will go to the subview page. And so because you have already the layouts in layout section, so you can go and modify the layouts according to your requirement, add additional fields, remove, all that you can do. And it also automatically created this action menu, edit and delete. So this is also so if you delete from here, it will get deleted. And if you edit, the child edit page will appear here, and you can edit from here itself. So all these pages can be modified from layouts as usual. And so this is about the standard object child panels, right? So now one more update as part of this 24C release itself is, earlier we don't have so once we add one object in the mm, into this extension generator, right? So we will not have an option to edit back again. Suppose now I have this is my Visual Builder workspace, right? So I'll export this. So if I export and import to add new additional panels, so that time we don't have in from till 24B, we don't have an option to edit back. Now it allows editing. So I'll start over, and then I'll import my file, the latest file with changes. Okay. Now I can see I can still edit contact. I can add any new panels. Okay. So it doesn't overwrite. If you want to add one more panel to the existing configuration, you can just add that a new panel here. So suppose here I have something like deal room. I can add this. And this warning is because this is another top level custom object. So we need to create the landing page, list page, all that also. I'll select this, and then I'll go back to, so the dependency is this one, right? That it is also automatically added. So it will create this custom object pages as well. Looks like there is some issue with this one, but let me delete and again add, or I'll start over. I'll import again my file. Now then I'll add the deal room object. Okay. And then I'll go to contact, and then I'll add the deal room relationship. So this is a relationship to the contact object. Okay, looks like there is some issue with this deal room object. But ideally, this is a same top level custom object, so you can add like any other. And so you can export back this file, and then you can import into your workspace. Okay, So that is how you can manage the extensions. So with this, it easiest. So we have less steps to configure the panels, relationships, custom object pages, everything. So all will be covered with the help of this tool, and it's, I can say it is a very useful tool. Okay, so that is about another feature.